Hello, today we'll be discussing peat composting. So actually peat composting is nothing new in our country. Our ancestors have been practicing it for many years, and even today if you visit any village you will find that every household has a pit where they deposit all their kitchen waste, leftover food and dry leaves, and that's how composting is practiced. So we will be doing the same thing in our city or premises. So just dig a pit. Whatever soil is dug out, store that soil. Don't throw it away, and we'll be needing it as culture later. And just make sure that you don't use any concrete in the pit. Because our organic matter should always be contact with the soil, so that there is no waterlogging and we get all the help from the soil with minimum inputs from us. And so when your pit is ready, just start depositing organic matter in that. So organic matter is kitchen waste that gets generated and dry leaves. And in season of mangoes, if you have straw, that also can be used. And if you are doing composting for the first time, or if you have any apprehensions about kitchen waste, then I will suggest you go for only dry leaf composting as of now. Only thing is, if you are composting only dry leaf, then you will have to provide moisture, because in case of when kitchen waste is there, all the sufficient moisture is provided through kitchen waste. And so if in case of only dry leaves, you will have to water that every day. And watering should be that the leaves should just get moist, it should not be wet, that's all. And if at all there is any excess watering, soil is capable of absorbing that excess water, so don't worry much about that. So and yesterday as we discussed, we need some culture. So do you remember the example of the curd? So exactly, so that half a teaspoon of curd was the culture, because it took a dose of microbes to start the process. So here also we will be doing the same thing. So culture is anything that contains microbial activity. So the best culture available is, in this case, is soil, because you have dug the pit, and so you have already soil available with you. So just utilize that soil. So already your organic matter is in contact with the soil in the pit, but if you still want to boost the process, then after adding kitchen waste and dry leaves, you can just add soil in that, and just keep on creating these layers, that kitchen waste, dry leaves. Always make sure that your kitchen waste is covered with layer of dry leaves, so that there is no flies. And also some people are not comfortable with sight of kitchen waste, so just make sure that it's always covered with dry leaves, and a handful of soil if you want to provide that extra boost. And if you are not using kitchen waste, so just omit that and add one more activity as watering. So that is all you have to do. And don't worry about running out of the pit or anything, because if you have 2 3 trees in your premises, that one pit is more than sufficient, because once that organic matter starts decomposing, the volume will go down. So it's a lot of time before you run out of space. And now we'll discuss a few more workarounds also in this case. But for today, that's all about pit composting. So tomorrow we cover pile composting, the second method in composting. Thank you.